नमस्ते दोस्तों। आज का हमारा पॉडकास्ट बहुत ही स्पेशल होने वाला है क्योंकि आज हमने जिन गेस्ट को इनवाइट किया है वो है मिस्टर मोहनजीत सिंह। न्यू मुंबई रियलिटी के नाम से ऑपरेट करते हैं नवी मुंबई से। काफी सालों से करीब करीब 20 सालों से इस बिजनेस में है। इनका एक स्पेशलाइज्ड सेक्टर है इंडस्ट्रियल रियल एस्टेट। तो हम चाहते हैं कि आप इसको सुनिए, समझिए। वेलकम मोहनजीत टू आवर पॉडकास्ट टुडे। It's a pleasure to have you and to learn from an industry veteran about the industrial sector of real estate in this podcast. MJ, as you're fondly called by friends and the circuit around, let us know more about yourself, MJ.
Thank you, Kishan, for having me on your podcast. It's a privilege for me, and I hope to add value and make a difference to the viewers of your podcast. Uh, if I give you my background, I am a novice in this field compared to my peers. I got into real estate in 2006, and the period between 2006 and 2008 was a training period. Uh, Consciously, I have not done any business in those 2 years. It was a learning. There was a learning days of my real estate. I would just drive around all over town with some other real estate players, and give them company, learn a lot from them. And I have done no transactions, and I am very thankful to them for having allowed me to be with them. And they knew that I would get into this field in the future, and I was lucky to meet such generous people. Who and so that was a very good example. I'll give you my background.
Yeah.
I used to run a factory in MIDC,
Okay.
and then I shut it down because everybody's made different. I could not deal with labor, truck drivers, and then I couldn't handle, running after my payments. Credit was 60 days and 90 days those days. And even after 90 days, we wouldn't get our money. And one fine day, like they say, the last straw broke the camel's back. I had a electrical inspector come to my factory, and he did inspection of the whole factory and the installed machines. And he told me, you have 60 kilowatts installed, and your connected load of the machine is less than 60. So I said, that's fine. I'm within the law, so you can leave. So he told me, please give me 25,000 rupees.
Okay.
I told him, please come out with me. I took him to the gate of my factory, and I told him, you please get out from here. You can do what you want to do. I'm not going to give you any money. And that's the day I took a decision that I'm not going to continue. So we closed down the factory, and in some months I gave it on rent. And after some time, I became a super stockist. We got into trading. I was a super stockist for a FMCG company for Maharashtra.
Okay.
We did well for a few years.
Huh.
Then there was a change in management, and we weren't happy with the dealing. So we stopped that also. So I said, I have to work. I got to do something in life. What can I think of? So I felt that real estate is a good field where I don't have to give credit. I don't have to talk with the truck drivers and labor and tempo walas, and I don't have to invest money. Even as a super stockist, I invested a lot of money.
Yeah.
Here I don't have to invest. I have to invest myself. My integrity, my hard work, and so I did a lot of. There was no hurry for me to start. I said, even if it takes me a long time, I will start it as an expert. I spent 2 years learning real estate. There were some gentlemen who were into this field. I requested them that I want to learn real estate. So sometimes I would go in their car. Sometimes I would take out my car. We would go out, meet clients, and they were all their deals. None of them were mine. But I'm very grateful to them for having allowed me to be a part of their team.
Very nice.
Yeah, we would have lunch together. We would drive all around town. We would do different industrial areas,
Yeah.
see factories. So I had very good beginning in real estate.
सो एमजे, आपका और मेरी जर्नी में बहुत ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं है. आई ऑल्सो कम फ्रॉम द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर. डैड की कंपनी थी एंड आई टुक इट ओवर व्हेन आई एंटर्ड, एंड आफ्टर दैट देन वी डाइवर्सिफाइड इनटू ट्रेडिंग. इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में हम लोग
Wow.
टेलीकॉम में आए, बिजनेस में आए थे. वी मेड ए नेम फॉर अवरसेल्व्स. उसके बाद वी हिट द रियल एस्टेट सर्किट. सो
Wow, I didn't
बहुत
know
ज़्यादा.
that. Yeah.
हाँ.
I didn't know that. Wonderful.
So yeah. So tell me, आपने ये जो इंडस्ट्रियल रियल एस्टेट में यूजुअली लोग रेजिडेंशियल और कमर्शियल का काम करते हैं कि चलो घर बेचना है या ऑफिस बेचना है या शॉप्स बेचने हैं. आपने इंडस्ट्रियल का क्यों चुना? एनी
Uh,
स्पेसिफिक रीजन एंड व्हाट इज
yeah,
द डिफरेंस बिटवीन बोथ द सेक्टर्स?
sure. See, why I selected industrial is first of all, I have rented out my factory to various people. Over, someone would take it for 2 years, someone would take it for 3 years, and the broker who would do the deal became a friend of mine, and he knew me from childhood. Actually, I had forgotten him, so I was very happy he could do the job. He could get a good client. I was getting good rentals. I would pay him his brokerage. So I had a knowledge about MIDC because my factory was there, and
Yeah.
I knew many factory owners over there. It was very easy for me to get the directory of MIDC Thana Belapur Road, MIDC
Correct.
Taloja, MIDC Patalganga. I had easy access to all those directories, and I found I have done residential also, and
अच्छा.
commercial we still do a lot, and industrial is our specialization. Residential wasn't a very good experience. Uh, Unfortunately, we have done a few deals, but unfortunately, what happened after the deal was done? Uh, I said I was representing the buyer and the seller. It was a resale. So I told the seller that your money is totally paid. Please vacate the flat and give us the possession. So he told me, you come down, I want to talk to you alone. He's saying, sir, please take all the money back. So I, why, what happened? No, my wife is threatening to commit suicide if I sell this flat. My God. I said, boss, I don't want to get into all this business again. So I took a decision, I'm not going to do residential. And industrial was a natural thing for me. And one very interesting thing is, I got into this field with only one thing, that I'm not going to invest anything at all from my pocket into this field. So what happened? I had to make those business cards, visiting cards.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I'm not going to invest. Imagine, I didn't invest in business cards. So someone would tell me, sir, can I have your card? I started meeting clients later on. I said, oh, my card. It's in the car, I forgot. Oh, गाड़ी में भी नहीं है, मेरा घर में भूल गया मैं. Sorry. तो 2-3 बारी मजाक उड़ाया कि आप आ रहे हो, कार्ड जरूर लेके आना. तुम कार्ड कभी देते नहीं हो. And I had a mental recording.
हाँ.
जब पैसा आएगा रियल एस्टेट का तब मैं कार्ड बनाऊंगा. मैं मेरे जेब से खर्चा नहीं करूंगा. And I had a meeting lined up at around 11 o'clock at CBT Belapur. That guy called me. He said, sir, come at 11 and please अपना कार्ड लेके आना. I said, ठीक है. Now, I was driving a car that time in the morning, early morning. And the mental recording ran in my mind. पैसा जब आएगा तब कार्ड बनाऊंगा. Then suddenly I realized in the seat next to me, in the passenger seat, there were a few lakh of rupees, in an envelope. I said, पैसा तो आया. In the morning, one client called me, He said, MJ, 50% of your brokerage, you can take it. I said, okay. I said, पैसा तो आ गया. तो उसमें से I removed a few hundred rupees, went to the DTP center, and I told him, card बनाओ यार. He made a big sheet. He cut it into 20 cards. मैंने बोला, चल, मेरा कार्ड बन गया. And without investing my own money, So this carried on and carried on.
So this is a takeaway for people. जो लोग इस बिजनेस में नए आते हैं या उनको पैसा खर्च नहीं करना है, तो they can follow India's footsteps. आप भी इसी तरह से अपना बिजनेस शुरू कर सकते हो. कोई पैसा इन्वेस्ट करने की जरूरत नहीं है. This
And
is a
it went
takeaway.
on, Kishan. Those days in late in 2006, 7, 8, everybody had websites. I said, even I got to make a website. Again, I said, I'll make a website. I'll invest money from real estate and make it. So it went on. I got the website made from the real estate money. I rented an office from the website money. Then I bought a car only from my, real estate money.
Yeah.
I remember the first car I got was a limited edition Renault. And I was very proud to give a 100% check payment, no loan. So I had a good beginning. And it went on till today, it goes on that way.
तो जो लोग बोलते हैं कि रियल एस्टेट से पैसा नहीं मिलता है, दे आर रॉन्ग. रियल एस्टेट या आप अपनी सारे ड्रीम्स पूरी कर सकते हो, राइट फ्रॉम द विजिटिंग कार्ड टिल द कार यू बॉट इट थ्रू फ्रॉम रियल एस्टेट एंड डाउन पेमेंट, नो क्रेडिट्स.
Yeah.
ओके, सो एमजे अमेजिंग. सो आपने ये समझाया कि इंडस्ट्रियल और रेसिडेंशियल और कमर्शियल में जो डिफरेंसेस है, दैट देयर यू हैव टू डील विद पीपल्स इमोशंस. और यहाँ पर इंडस्ट्रीज में इट इज प्योर प्रोफेशनल, प्योर बिजनेस. और इसमें और भी एक चीज़ है कि आप जिन लोगों के साथ काम कर रहे हो, दे आर लिटिल मोर ऑर्गेनाइज्ड. तो
Right.
हर चीज़ का आपके पास कम्युनिकेशन होता है. टुमारो नोबडी कैन टर्न देयर बैक सेइंग दैट आप ये डील में थे ही नहीं, आपने क्या किया. इंडस्ट्रीज में, कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर में ऐसे नहीं होता है, बिकॉज सारा राइटिंग में होता है. दे आल्सो नो.
Yes, and in industrial real estate is more like an adventure. I'll tell you, it's not plain vanilla box real estate. We have done transactions where we have to involve. Sometimes it takes years to do a transaction. I have got a 100,000 square feet build to suit facility made, and I would miss my morning walk. I would go there at 7 o'clock to check and call up the owner and tell him that flooring ho raha hai, ye ho raha hai. I mean, they spent crores of rupees to make that facility, which got ready in 1.5 years. And in that, there were contractors involved, there were architects involved, there were MITC consultants involved, then there were firefighting agencies involved. It was an old factory, and it was going to be acquired by a MNC from Germany. So they needed, all fire systems to be installed. So the owner doesn't know all that. It is our job to collect the whole team and get it done.
So, MJ, how easy or difficult it is to deal with MNCs when it comes to renting a property, when they rent it out? कितना आसान होता है इनके साथ में, कितना डिफिकल्ट होता है इनके साथ कम्युनिकेशन करना, या बिकॉज उनका माइंडसेट अलग होता है फ्रॉम ए डिफरेंट कंट्री. दे कम टू इंडिया और यहाँ पर वो लोग कुछ करना चाहते हैं, तो एक उनको भी थोड़ा माइंड में ब्लॉक होता है.
Well, I was lucky to have had some certifications quite early. I joined NAR. I got an international license from NAR USA, and that helped me a lot. They would see the R Realtor logo on my card or on my email, and they would come. They would be at ease. Okay, we are dealing with. We know this logo. We know this type of certification. So it was very easy. In fact, I have means me and my team. We have given the first office in India to at least 3-4 different companies who have come from abroad, and we had to, in fact, engage. They didn't know anything. We had to engage a company secretary for them. We had to engage a lawyer for them, a chartered accountant for them, and advise them to open their bank accounts. Without getting directly involved, we got the teams for them, and so I find it very nice dealing with MNCs. They want to go with all compliances. They don't want to take any shortcuts. They want to follow all the laws. So I am good with that.
Yeah, because they come from a developed country. We have dealt with MNCs quite a bit. Companies from Japan and other European countries, and we find उनका जो सिस्टम होता है काम करने का बहुत ही परफेक्शन वाला होता है. टाइम टू टाइम, एक तो टाइम की बहुत कीमत होती है उनके पास, जो हमारे पास अब ये कल्चर आ रहा है. बॉम्बे में तो है ही पहले से, बिकॉज मुंबई तो लोकल्स पे चलता है ना, सेकंड्स पे, मिनट्स पे चलता है पूरा.
Right.
बट अदर प्लेसेस, इफ यू गो अदर पार्ट्स ऑफ द कंट्री, ये थोड़ा इशू पहले होता था. अब थोड़ा इट्स रिकवरिंग एंड कमिंग बैक टू where it should be. तो ये हमने देखा है कि they are very very punctual, very very perfect about what they say. Writing में चाहिए उनको जो भी चीज़ चाहिए, and you can't take them for a ride because they are not used to that kind of an system of working.
No way, no way.
हाँ,
Yep.
सो आप जैसे बोल रहे हैं कि दिस इज नॉट ए वनीला डीलिंग जब आप इंडस्ट्रियल का काम करते हैं या ये टाइप का, सो व्हाट इज द क्विकेस्ट टर्न अराउंड जो आपने किया होगा और सबसे ज्यादा वक्त जिस ट्रांजैक्शन में लगा होगा?
Okay. Well, the quickest turnaround done by me, I'll tell you, this is a beautiful story I remember.
हाँ,
There was this property consultant who got a Gujarati client from the UK, and they wanted to open a small factory in Panvel, only in Panvel. I had shortlisted a couple of factories, but I wasn't too much happy about the locations and the site, you know. So I was waiting in my car at the highway for them to come, and I said, when they come, I'll show them whatever I have, you know. And I got a call that, sir, we'll be late by 45 minutes. एंड मैंने बोला यार दिस इज सो फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग यार, मैं क्या करूं, एसी चालू करके बैठा रहूंगा गाड़ी में 45 मिनट. देन सडनली आई थॉट दैट द एरिया वेयर आई एम गोइंग टू शो देम द फैक्ट्री इज जस्ट 5 minutes drive from there. Why don't I just drive my car and look around, you know? So I was driving around and I could see from my car a small factory building, and I could make out it's brand new, it's shut, it's not working. You could even, you know, make out. There's no workers there, no cars there, no trucks there. And I saw one man near the gate, inside the gate, a dark-skinned man watering the plants, you know. So I got the car next to that gate, I rolled my window down and I asked him, sir, ये factory, भाई साहब ये factory खाली है क्या? हाँ, खाली है. मैं बोला इसका ओनर कौन है? He said, इसका ओनर मैं हूँ, मेरा नाम श्री राम है, मैं ओनर हूँ. I said, okay, sir. I have गाड़ी को साइड में लगा. Went to him. I said, कितना एरिया है, कितना लैंड है, कितना है. He gave me all the details. And suddenly I realized ये क्लाइंट के लिए ये फैक्ट्री साला बेस्ट है. तो I said, sir, एक क्लाइंट है, मैं थोड़ा देर में लेके आता हूँ. He said, हाँ, लेके आओ. Malayali gentleman.
okay.
So I went back to that place and I got him to this factory only first. I said, ये वाला फैक्ट्री है. That Gujarati fellow, and the owner was there luckily. That Gujarati gentleman met him, and 5 minutes में बात हो गया. I said, 1 minute रुको. I went to my car. I got a pad and a pen. I said, MOU यहीं बनाता हूँ मैं. MOU बनाया, check दिया, token, sealed.
Amazing, very nice. So इसमें एक टेकअवे ये भी है that you must do the रेकी. क्लाइंट आने से पहले एक बार रेकी करना बहुत जरूरी है. आजू बाजू सराउंडिंग्स में क्या है, यू माइट गेट लकी, कभी कभी कोई अच्छी प्रॉपर्टी निकल आती है. और दूसरा, यू मस्ट गो प्रिपेयर्ड विथ योर बुक, पैड, एवरीथिंग, सो दैट कुछ भी आपको वहां जरूरत पड़ सकती है तो यू कैन बी इक्विप्ड विथ ऑल दीज थिंग्स.
Exactly.
अमेजिंग. एंड व्हाट वुड बी द लॉन्गेस्ट ड्यूरेशन फॉर अ डील?
Longer duration for a deal. This was a bill to suit. It took more than 2 years for that thing to happen. This is also a very interesting question, transaction.
Yeah.
In fact, there was a very big challenge also in this, you know, a lesson for life for me. There was this Darmstadt-based MNC. Darmstadt is in Germany. So they wanted to store their chemicals in Navi Mumbai. So they initially came with me a requirement for 30,000 square feet. So, and they wanted an explosive license in that place. They wanted to store such products which needed an explosive license, you know. And it was possible to get the explosive license in this property because they have certain rules that for half a kilometer there should be no residential. They have certain parameters. So it suited. But only thing is, this premises was 100,000 square feet. They said, we'll go for it. And I said, wonderful. So the owner, Mr. Lairani, was told, ये पूरा आपको बना के देना पड़ेगा and all that. So he said, okay, Mohanjit, I'll get it done. It took around 1.5 years for that whole facility to be ready. And The biggest challenge of my life happened after that. We had engaged a consultant to get an explosive license for that place. We know nothing about explosives. So this guy said, it will be done, it will be done. You will not believe it, Kishan. After the owner spent crores of rupees, 1.5 year, facility is almost ready. This guy stopped taking our calls. The owner tried, I tried. Even the client, German company, even they tried to, they knew, we had connected them also. They also tried. Then finally we realized this guy is gone. And we were sitting with the GM operations of that company, the owner and me, in the evening at around 3:34. So we said, explosive wala nahi hai, lekin facility ready ho gaya. So he told him, Mr. Lehrani, I'm very sorry, we will not be able to take this facility. Explosive license nahi milega, to hum nahi lenge. You know, his jaws dropped and so did mine. And I don't know what happened. I just got up from my seat. I told the GM Ops that, sir, I do not know how, but I will get the explosive license. The owner also stood up. Mohanjit ji, I am with you. Chalo. So, you know, I found out in minutes where do we get the explosive license from. So there is either you get it from Nagpur or you get it from Navi Mumbai at Belapur, with the government building. We were lucky that this type of explosive license is got from Navi Mumbai, Belapur.
Very nice.
So we drove up to the Sitco building. I told the owner was with me, Mr. Lehrani. I said, भाई साहब, आप बिल्कुल बात मत करना, आप खाली मेरे साथ रहो. I'll do the talking. So we went to the big boss of the explosive, Maharashtra government. उसके ऑफिस में गए, बोला सर नहीं है. मैं बोला अभी, बोला वो मैडम है, मैडम इज नंबर 2. सो आई सेड आई वांट टू मीट द मैडम, कैन आई गो इनटू अ कैबिन? द प्यून अलाउड मी टू गो टू अ कैबिन. आई टोल्ड द ओनर, आप भी मेरे साथ आओ, लेकिन आप मुंह मत खोलना. सो इतने साल यहाँ पे रह के हम कुछ सीख गए हैं. तो आई टोल्ड द मैडम, मेरा फैक्ट्री है और मेरे को एक्सप्लोजिव लाइसेंस लेना है, तो मेरे को कोई राइट गाइडेंस या कंसल्टेंट का जरूरत है, तो आप मेरा हेल्प कर सकते हो क्या? आई डिडंट आस्क हर डायरेक्टली फॉर द हेल्प. So she called the peon and told him, "ऐना त्यांचा नंबर दे." I knew वो अपने favorite consultant का नंबर दे देगी मुझे. वो peon ने दे दिया मेरे को. So I called that guy. He was luckily in Panvel. I said, "Can you come down here?" You know, at 7 in the evening when we went and showed him the factory, it was almost getting dark. हमने बोला यहाँ पे हमें explosive license लेना है. He said हो जाएगा, and he got it for us. He had to take permission from 3 commissioners: Thana Police Commissioner, Navi Mumbai Police Commissioner, Mumbai Police Commissioner, 17 police stations. He got all that job done. And I realized one thing, that, you know, the moment my owner was let down by the old explosive agent, I took it on myself that he has invested crores of rupees based on my word, because I got that consultant. And when I said, I do not know how, but I will get the explosive license. So after this transaction, it was a lesson for life. We can do whatever we, you know, are determined to do. We can easily do it. There's no problem. Anything.
Yeah. And I think the takeaway here is that you have to know कि अगर आप जो भी फील्ड में आप काम करते हो, जैसे इंडस्ट्रियल सेक्टर आपने स्पेशलाइज किया है, उसमें किस किस चीज की जरूरत पड़ती है. यू नेवर नो कब आपकी जरूरत वहां पड़ेगी, कब आपको वहां खड़े रह के ये काम करवाना पड़ेगा. इफ द कंसल्टेंट्स फेल, यू कांट अफोर्ड टू लूज दैट ट्रांजैक्शन, और ओनर को आप सूप में नहीं डाल सकते हैं. सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू हैव ए कंप्लीट नॉलेज अबाउट दीज थिंग्स. कमेंडेबल, वेरी नाइस. एंड सो मोहित, एक क्वेश्चन मेरे दिमाग में हमेशा आता है. आई बीन इनटू रियल एस्टेट फॉर मेनी इयर्स. मैंने देखा है यहाँ पर, आई हैव हार्डली सीन एनी विमेन रियल्टर्स डूइंग इंडस्ट्रियल रियल एस्टेट. वेयर हाउसिंग या इंडस्ट्रियल में, लैंड्स में भी बहुत कम है. एनी पर्टिकुलर रीजन? व्हाट इज योर से ऑन दिस?
Yes, you are right. I haven't seen many women doing industrial real estate and warehousing outside my office. In my office, many of you all know, many industrial deals were cracked by, I mean, many people in the industry know Neha, Deepika, Dilshad, and Sridevi. They all worked in my office, and they were, handheld by me, and we went step by step, and we only been doing that. They started with commercial properties, started doing small offices, then bigger offices and showrooms, and then they started getting on into the MIDC. So we had drivers in cars who knew the routes. They would take them, and they themselves have cracked a lot of deals. I mean, they just come and tell me, "Sir, I've done this deal. I've done this deal." So it's possible if they are handheld and taught. Why not? It's a very safe area to operate, and people are good.
maybe इसमें जो मैं देख रहा हूँ एमजे कि शायद ट्रैवल डिस्टेंस ज्यादा है. दीज इंडस्ट्रीज है, वेयरहाउसिंग, ये सिटी से बाहर होते हैं यूजुअली, तो शायद वो थोड़ा एक फियर फैक्टर भी होता है, और ट्रैवल डिस्टेंस वाला भी एक होता है. दे डू नॉट वांट टू take that.
For that matter, a lot of men also don't come. I have so many property consultants from Bombay who give me clients, and they say, "MJ, you handle the client. We cannot come. हम नहीं आ सकते." So we handle the client for them. Even men don't come.
Yeah, true. But it's an amazing field. I think इससे क्लीन फील्ड हो नहीं सकती रियल एस्टेट के सेक्टर में, जिसमें सारे ट्रांजैक्शंस ट्रांसपेरेंट होते हैं. यस, आपको यू हैव टू बी एज स्मार्ट एज यू आर इन अदर वर्टिकल्स, लेकिन इंडस्ट्रियल में मुझे लगता है कि ट्रांसपेरेंसी ज़्यादा है. क्लाइंट के तरफ से आपको कम्युनिकेशन आएगा, कोई हैंकी बैंकी नहीं होगी. वेरी फ्यू क्लाइंट्स हु ट्राई टू ईट अप योर ब्रोकरेज और नॉट पे यू योर ट्रांजैक्शन फीस. इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा शायद पैसे नहीं जाते होंगे.
नहीं जाते, because they see us working hard for it. They see us taking them through the journey, and without us, without our involvement, it's not easy for these transactions to happen. As it is so easy with residential real estate. There are people sitting in a different country. They get on online, check the drawings and contact the developer and pay the money, and or they involve a consultant from the local area who does the transaction for them. So there is not much involvement in it. There's not much. But in industrial, it takes months and years. Like currently, we are doing a transaction. We are representing the licensor and licensee. We are representing both of them.
Both. Okay.
I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
The licensor is having a huge property. The licensee is a very senior politician from Maharashtra, and this is one of his companies. It's a dealership for Hyundai. They are relocating, and from 6 months we are working with this client. We couldn't find a suitable property. In the end, we found a suitable property for them. Now this involves 3 stories. It's a 3-story building. The parking will be done on the top floor. The ground floor and first floor will have around 30-40 bays for the service center. And there is no lift in the building. So we are involved the architect to make 2 car lifts. We got the person who is installing the lift. And God knows what else we have to do. We have to check the load bearing capacity of the floor. It should take 2 tons per square meter. So the owners and licensor and licensee both see कि हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. Like this team of consultant only is doing everything. They are getting all the people. They are getting, and we know what to do. The owner is simply saying, "Boss, मेरे को rental चाहिए, मेरे को deposit चाहिए. बाकी आप करो जो कराने का. I'm ready to pay the money. What is my investment?" So इसमें brokerage मारी नहीं जा सकती. जब वो देखते हैं भाई इतना काम किया, and then we demand outright. If this facility is going to take 3 months to get ready, before that they do the registration and pay the deposit. So we tell the owner, in registration you have to part with 1 month. After you get the first rent, you have to part with another 1 month or 2 months. In this case, we are taking 3 months. So we make sure that our money doesn't get we don't get shortchanged.
Yeah. Very nice. MJ, A very important question I wanted to ask you. रियल एस्टेट के एसोसिएशंस बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट आजकल रोल प्ले कर रहे हैं किसी के भी रियल्टर के लाइफ में. न्यू बॉम्बे में भी एक एसोसिएशन बनी थी, आपने उसको इनिशिएटिव लिया था और मैं आया था एनएआर इंडिया की तरफ से, एंड दैट इज हाउ नवी मुंबई एसोसिएशन ऑफ रियल्टर्स एनएमएआर बनी थी, एंड यू आर द फर्स्ट प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ दैट. कैसा रहा आपका एक्सपीरियंस, उससे क्या फायदा हुआ है और क्या आप रिकमेंड करेंगे औरों को?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you. I remember the day you walked into my office and you said, I am Kishan Milani and I am one of the founders of NAR India. And we are looking for an association from Navi Mumbai to join us. That time, I think you all had 8 to 10 associations, Pune, Bangalore, Chennai, area group.
Yeah.
So, it is all thanks to you, it could be started. And it helped me a lot on a personal level. I never went there for business. I went there for from contribution, basically. At Navi Mumbai city has to be participating on all India level in a larger, under the umbrella of a larger association, you know. And by default, I was made a governing member of the NAR India. We had quarterly meetings all over the country.
Yeah.
And that helped me a lot in my business. And then after some years, I was out of the, I was no longer an office bearer. But the relationships made at that time lasted a long time, you know. It's a lifelong relation. And yes, associations do help a lot. No man is an island, you know. It's all a teamwork. Other property consultants are not our competitors. They are our power team. And this is what an association makes you realize. There was a time I would only tell people that, oh man, I only do my area, you know, Navi Mumbai. But today I can say, what do you want? In which part of the country you want, you know? We do all over the country. Because of NAR India and other associations, we have reciprocal associations in every city. We just go to the website, contact them and say that, and they are very comfortable dealing with you. Oh, you are a member of NAR, NMAR. हमारा NAR इंडिया का मेंबर है आप, and so it definitely helps a lot, man.
Yeah. That is the power of networking.
Yep.
Yeah. So very nice. And you recommend people to join the associations because there are a lot of new youngsters who watch these kind of podcasts, want to learn and want to know their way forward कि किस तरह वो जिंदगी में आगे बढ़ सकते हैं रियल एस्टेट सेक्टर में. तो उनके लिए आप क्या बोलोगे about the association?
Association will not only give you access to other members, access to other properties and listings, they will also initiate you into education. Almost every association at every level, whether it is city level or country level, they are always promoting a different program for education. And I think NAR India also played a very large part in the RERA.
Yeah.
And now, in fact, you don't have to, voluntarily do education. It will become mandatory. You have to you have to you have to give the exam, take the license.
Yeah.
And over and above that, the association conduct a lot of programs. They have conventions every year, which last for 2 days and 3 days. There are a lot of takeaways, there are a lot of speakers, a lot of motivation speakers, a lot of live examples. It's a lifeline for a property consultant, and association is a lifeline for us.
Yeah, amazing, very nice, MJ. You have walked this walk, so that is the reason you can speak about that from your own experience. MJ, what is your experience, your foresight about industrial business? आपको क्या लगता है कि I think after 2014 ये इंडस्ट्रियल का सेक्टर थोड़ा पिकअप होना शुरू हुआ है. डू यू अग्री? आफ्टर 2014 के बाद थोड़ा ज्यादा इसमें पिकअप उछाल आई है?
Yes, of course. There's a lot of change. Now a lot of e-commerce companies have come. A lot of, if you may, classify data centers into industrial. There are a lot of data centers coming. A lot of e-commerce company coming, and there is no There's a very bright future for industrial real estate. You cannot replace a consultant at all. You cannot go online and
Yeah.
just take our industrial premises. Uh, there is a lot of paperwork involved, a lot of teams involved, a lot of due diligence involved. In almost every transaction of ours, we mostly involve lawyers from the beginning for due diligence. Then we involve the architect for doing the internal work, and the pollution consultant to get the pollution license. Uh, so there is no replacing a consultant for industrial estate. Like residential real estate, to some extent, has faced a disruption because of the internet.
Yeah.
Industrial real estate has faced no disruption and doesn't look like it.
And how's the future of? Are there more industries looking at coming in India? Are there more industrial parks being planned?
Oh yes, oh yes. Lodha has got into industrial park. ESR has got into industrial park. And there are a lot of funds coming to invest in, a lot of funds are coming into it. So industry, if you see India, unlike Europe, is a it's we are at a it's a rising sun in India. We have got a great future in the coming decades.
Hmm.
Uh, uh, we are going the China way. We are going to grow, and there's going to be a lot of business coming in. The best days are yet to come, Kishan.
वेरी नाइस एंड बट इसमें एक रिस्ट्रिक्शन होता है जैसे व्हाट आई नो जैसे केमिकल के लिए अलग जोन्स होते हैं इंजीनियरिंग सेक्टर के लिए अलग जोन्स होते हैं
Right.
ये
right, right.
ये थोड़ा एक चैलेंजिंग भी हो जाता है
Uh, well, there are zones, and we work within those zones. We have an electronic zone, we have an engineering zone, we have a
Yeah.
chemical zone. The difference is in the chemical zone, you will have the common effluent treatment plants, you will have the ETPs, and in the electronic zone, there'll be totally non-polluting industries.
Hmm.
These areas are already, marked in the industrial areas. So according to the industry, we work in that particular zone. We cannot give somebody wants to open a powder coating unit. We cannot give them in the electronic zone. We have to mandatorily go to the chemical zone and give the place to them there only.
Yeah.
Similarly, an engineering company cannot open in the chemical zone because of corrosion and pollution.
Yeah.
So there are zones already made. So we work within those zones.
Within the zones. And इसमें दोनों होता है ना like these are private industrial plots also and there are certain plots which are made by the government like MIDC, that is Maharashtra Industrial Development Corporation, या GIDC.
GIDC, yeah. Mostly it is a government sponsored industrial parks,
Yeah.
and a lot of private players have seen opportunities and got into it. They are acquiring, a few hundred acres of land and getting them plotted and leasing or selling it to the, various industries, various size plots. Like in Taloja, we had only MIDC operational. Now MIDC has got competition. Just outside the MIDC, developers have bought hundreds of acres of freehold land, and
Okay.
they are very successfully running their industrial parks there.
Industrial park, yeah. I know because जैसे जैसे इसकी रिक्वायरमेंट बढ़ेगी, लोग बढ़ते हैं, उनको इंडस्ट्री ज्यादा बनाने की जरूरत पड़ेगी, तो जगह तो चाहिए. तो सिटी से बहुत 2-2, 3-3 घंटा ड्राइव करके इट डजंट मेक सेंस बिकॉज उनको ट्रैवल टाइम बहुत ज्यादा लग जाता है. So they also want to be closer to the city.
Sir, I think I sent you recently, if you remember, Reliance, Mukesh Bhai, Reliance Industries, they acquired around 3,500 acres of land in Navi Mumbai from the
Yeah.
Maharashtra government on a 45-year lease. And they are going to, in 3,500 acres, they are going to open a global economic hub, which
Yeah.
will have so many industries over there and all type of activities. So private players have got into it big time.
Yeah. And this will help everyone because इंडस्ट्री से एम्प्लॉयमेंट बढ़ती है, एम्प्लॉयमेंट से पैसा आएगा, खुशहाली आएगी, घर बिकेंगे, कमोडिटीज बिकेंगी, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स बिकेगा, सो इट्स ऑटोमेटिकली हेल्पिंग रन द इकोनॉमी.
Yeah. This is what we talk in my office, you know. Like what you said, it's a shame if any property is lying vacant, you know. We've got to see that it is leased out immediately. Activity should happen over there. And I tell my team, you know how much you are responsible for the economic growth in our city. When you lease out a factory, you are responsible for, you know, maybe dozens of workers getting employment. They're getting salaries. उनके घर में चूल्हे जलते हैं, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कंज्यूम होती है, गवर्नमेंट को टैरिफ मिलता है, गवर्नमेंट को टैक्सेस मिलते हैं, बैंकिंग होती है. तो you know, they feel great about it, and I also feel great about it, that we are responsible for all this to happen.
Very nice. Yeah. There's a very important aspect or a point which realtors forget, that they are also helping grow the economy of the country.
Yes.
So MJ, we have come to the end of this. Of course, we've got so much to talk. We'll need to do one more a little later. Parting, what is your advice to people who would want to get into इंडस्ट्रियल रियल एस्टेट? बिकॉज ये सेक्टर रियल एस्टेट में अभी तक बहुत ज़्यादा लोग इसको एम्ब्रेस नहीं करते हैं. तो आपकी क्या एडवाइस है या यंग व्यूअर्स के लिए जो इस काम में आना चाहते हैं, ये बिजनेस करना चाहते हैं रियल एस्टेट का इंडस्ट्री?
Well, I have a lot of individuals who have approached me or who have been asked by others to approach me, and I would tell you what I tell them, you know. First, get yourself educated. You get educated by maybe working for another company, and they even pay you. Actually, you should be paying them for training you, but they are giving you internship. They are training you, and be focused on what exactly you want. You know, there is a thin line dividing commercial real estate and industrial real estate. Also, I'll tell you how. We have given workshops to, you know, car workshops.
Yeah.
They are always open in an industrial area.
Correct.
A typical workshop will need around 40,000, 50,000 square feet of shed space, and maybe 20,000-30,000 square feet space for parking their cars. So we've done transactions for BMW, Land Rover, Kia, Hyundai, Mahindra and Mahindra, Maruti, Nexa. I mean, most of the dealers in and around Mumbai, we've given them workshops, you know. So a lot of people say this is commercial real estate. I say no, this is industrial real estate. I mean, we are giving them in an industrial area, and they are running an industry over there. And so once you get into, don't get intimidated by industrial real estate. Just get into commercial real estate, and you will be doing a bit of industrial real estate also. And then if you choose to, you can, you know, make that your super specialization, you know.
Yeah, very correct. Both go hand in hand. बहुत ज़्यादा दोनों में फ़र्क नहीं है. अगर आप कमर्शियल रियल एस्टेट कर सकते हो तो इंडस्ट्रियल एक स्टेप उससे आगे है. So it's going to be a little easy for you to get onto and hop onto that bandwagon and learn. But what you said is right. Get yourself educated, understand the nitty-gritties of this. Industrial real estate में आपसे expectation भी ज़्यादा है because you're dealing with people who have better knowledge compared to other class of other verticals of real estates. So I'm with you, MJ. Thank you very much for being with us today and giving us your views, your journey, some incidences, and I'm sure my viewers are going to take a lot of information from this. And अगर इसके जरिए हम कुछ viewers को भी attract कर सकें towards your kind of an vertical of industrial real estate, that will be nice. और हमारा जो आज का ये डिस्कशन है पॉडकास्ट का, उसका हमारा ये सार्थक हो जाएगा अगर एक आदमी भी इससे जुड़ गया.
Sure.
So I think our purpose is going to be served.
Anybody is welcome to come to me personally also. It will be a pleasure helping them, because when I got into real estate, I told you about those gentlemen who helped me for 2 years. They
Yeah.
took me around. So I am ready to do the same. Anyone can approach me directly. And Kishan, I have
Yeah.
got 16 more minutes. I have a tee off at 1:30.
Okay. If you've got something, we can talk. So maybe some incidences that you would want to say, some typical client deals, little jovial, कभी कभी थोड़ा कुछ हटके हो जाता है और अपने को लगता है यार ये तो बड़ा अजीब ही काम हो गया. अपने बिजनेस में कुछ भी हो सकता है. Every transaction is different from the earlier one.
Yeah, that's for sure. The tagline of my company is converting transaction into relationships. So it's a routine. Any client we meet, or whenever we meet, we always crack jokes, we always party, we always have fun, and that's how business goes on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's an adventure. It's not work for me.
Yeah. True. So any
And,
incidents that you
yeah.
want to narrate?
Well, we were a lot of funny, but genuine requirements. We've given someone, a factory. They are manufacturing tins or something, and then they say, "Hey, man, Mohanjit, I have a request to you. क्या है? अरे, we want gas cylinders." So I tell my team member, इसको connect करा दो. Hey, man, I want to become a member of the New Bombay Club. तो बोलता ठीक है, I am a member. I'll propose you. इतना पैसा लगता है, आप club में भर दो. So we get all type of requests. It's fun, and we don't mind doing it. Yeah, we don't do it for money. Now, once the relationship is formed, we are friends for life. Yeah.
True. That is how you forge your relationships with your clients, and उसी में referrals भी आते हैं. They recommend you to somebody else who would want to look at that kind of a requirement.
90% of our business runs only on referrals.
Yeah.
Only on referrals.
Yeah, that's so.
So
Fine,
my fellow golfers are waving at me. They've come, and we are going to tee off at 1:30. So it was a great interview.
Pleasure. We are looking forward to some more interesting podcasts over a period of time.
Yeah, me too. Looking forward. I always see your Kishan Milani podcast on YouTube. You got so many videos, man. You're doing a wonderful job. Thank you so much. All right.
Thanks, Mohanjit. You take care.